Hello friends, welcome back to our channel Martech Market. Today we're going to talk about one of the oldest and most important form of marketing. We are going to talk about how brands leverage traditional channels to create brand awareness programs. Now for those people who wants to understand traditional channels better, all those channels that does not depend on an online mode of communication is called as traditional channel. When I say online mode, all these social media come under online mode of communication. Now, if at all there is a channel that does not depend on such online modes of communication, we call it as traditional channels of communications. Now, to give you a few examples of these traditional channels, all the advertisements that you see on TV, newsprints, hoardings, cinema halls, or the ones that you hear on radio fall under traditional channels of communications. Now, these are not the complete list. We have a lot more channels. We'll talk about how does brand use all of these channels in detail. Now, when it comes to traditional channels, we have majorly two forms of communications. One is ATL activities and the other one is BTL activities. ATL stands for above the line, BTL stands for below the line. Now, let us understand both of these forms of traditional marketing in a little detail. The first form of traditional marketing we are going to talk about is ATL. Like I said, ATL stands for above the line marketing. Now, the idea here is to reach out to the masses or create maximum visibility for the brand or create brand awareness program in such a way that maximum number of customers come to know about the brand. We do not try to target a specific set of audience or a niche set of audience, rather target the whole public altogether. Now, in order to achieve this, this is where the brand tries and uses channel that has maximum visibility or maximum viewership. To give you an example of few of these channels, they use channels like TV, radio, newspaper, billboard or hoarding you would have seen across cities, or magazines that is distributed across cities and states, and last but not the least cinema halls or movies that run across various states and cities, right? So this is how they use ATL to create mass awareness, mass branding activity. While this form of marketing is going to give the brand the maximum visibility, we should also understand this form of marketing is a little expensive affair. Let me give you an example. If a brand wants to post their ad on a top leading newspaper, the price for the front page, if at all they want to take the whole of front page, the price is somewhere around 90 lakh to 1.7 crore, right? Obviously, this is negotiable, but to show an ad for a single day in any of the top leading newspaper, the brand will have to spend somewhere around 90 lakh to 1.7 crore. And if the brand wants to put their ad on TV, usually these ads are somewhere around 10 to 15 seconds. But if they want to show an ad, per second cost is somewhere around 2,000. So obviously it's going to be 20 to 30,000 rupees per ad to show it once. Obviously the channel is not going to allow the brand to show it only once. So per day, they'll at least show it for 3 to 4 times. So the brand to show a TV ad will have to spend around 1 lakh per day. And obviously this price would change channel to channel. If a channel has maximum viewership, this price would increase, and if the channel has lesser viewership, this price could also decrease. Especially during extreme sports season, this price would zoom up a lot on most of this sports channel, right? So it is not going to be that easy for a brand that does not have enough profits or enough revenue or does not have enough funds to run an ATL activity. That is where our second form of traditional marketing comes very handy for these brands. We call it as BTL activities. BTL stands for below the line activities, where these brands can target specific set of audience. They can plan their target audience really well and target this set of audience. To give you a few examples of BTL activity, you would have seen this happen in your daily life, or you would have seen this kind of promotional activities in your daily life. Some options these brands have when it comes to BTL activities are, you would have seen brands having a kiosk in IT park or mall, promoting their products and services so that people get curious and come and ask them about their products and services. The other option is they participate in this expos or exhibitions. To give you a few examples, if a brand is into health product, they would be participating in this fitness expo. Or if a brand is into home decor, they would be participating in real estate expos. or if a brand is selling speakers and stuff, they would be participating in electronic expo. They would have their own stall in these exhibitions and promote their brands. The other option that they have is being a sponsor of an event. It could be a title sponsor or a co-sponsor. Title sponsor are always given maximum visibility. Their logos are put on the top. Co-sponsor gets a good visibility. They are put at the bottom, or they would be put somewhere in the middle. The brands mentioned would be put somewhere in the middle. But regularly in these events, you would have seen the MC talking about these brands and stuff and all. These events could be as big as an award show, movie award show, or it could be as small as a college fest, right? So they sponsor these events. They try to even promote their product. They try to give samples of their product in these events so that people come to know or consume their brand then and there. So this is one option these brands have. The other option when it comes to BTL activity is running road shows. You would have seen these vehicle going around city, having a big banner about a particular brand. It would be an open vehicle which carries a big hoarding or a banner of a particular brand. These vehicles would stop every 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, where people can come and ask about the brand's offering, or talk about the brand, the different offers they have. That way they do branding for themselves. Next, you would have seen brands putting their banner behind buses or other vehicles like autos and others. This is another form of BTL activities. Then we have another form of BTL activity which we call as in-store marketing or in-store BTL activity, where if you go to the supermarkets or malls, a particular brand is given a place where they can decorate the whole place and give more visibility to their brand. This is what is called as in-store marketing, and this would be in specific areas. Or you would have seen people distributing pamphlets about their products and services in specific places of a particular cities. This is when they start new. Then we have something called as you would have seen in certain villages or towns or even in cities, the whole building would be painted with the brand's logo or name. This is majorly used by brands that is into building materials or cement industry and stuff. The last but not the least, or one of the last way of BTL activity, there are many more, but these are the top used method for brands to create brand awareness using BTL activities. The last option that we are going to talk about today is walker advertising. Now, this is something I'm not a big fan of. I feel bad for these people who are doing this, but they earn really good. They get paid fine. But yeah, keeping that aside, walker advertising is you would have seen boys and girls carrying a particular brand's billboard on their back and walking through, in and around the cities, right? So these are the different options we have when it comes to BTL marketing. This is targeting either a specific set of audience or a specific city or people coming to a particular gathering and stuff and all. So that is why we call it BTL activity. Hope today's video was useful. You liked it. Please do subscribe to our channel for more such content. Have a great day. Thank you.